Like I say, I wasn't the only one who was angry. There was a lot of people that were angry. I didn't really understand it. You know, they didn't have to kill so many Japanese or Chinese. I don't know if they were limiting men so there'd be more women, or what they were doing, or if they were just fucking around. I wasn't exactly sure. Some say JFK, some say this person, some say that person. I didn't really get a good look at their face. Mostly it was my mechanics that caught it. As they were picking skin, fiber, and hair out of the underside of those cars in the APC for years. Like I said, I believe the truth should be known and told of what the United States Congress and what JFK and Nixon. Like I said, they knew I would remember, which is why they were going to kill you all. To me, like I say, it doesn't really matter. It's just a bit of history. It's over. Technically, Nixon or JFK or Jimmy Carter or some fuckhead in the White House was going to try and get the future White House to come back in time and help them at some point. Like trying to get Trumpy to help out JFK or Nixon. Or maybe his son. Like I said, they didn't choose me. They didn't want me, of course. But I'm the creator of humanity, so. And the one you know as Lucifer Star. Even if I wasn't the creator of humanity, I still owned a steamship empire. And steam train empire. And had big, beautiful cannon ships. And I like talking with an Irish accent since, you know, they're more honorable. Next most honorable people, I believe, are Russians, Japanese, or Chinese. Actually, Chinese or Japanese, Asians were the most honorable. Next to, basically, the other groups. It's hard, you know, when the bar is so high and the opposite is so low. It's hard to say, you know, Chinese were very honorable, Germans were pretty honorable. The Irishmen were very honorable. Great workers and great men. Scottish too. Most of Europe was honorable. Like I say, the problem was the black people couldn't accept a white god or a white leader. Didn't think a white man would actually give them good laws or be fair to them. They called me a rapist or typist. Why would I care? I created more than just life, more than just the human race. The 1.5s and exoskeletons. I don't exactly remember creating them though, it's too long ago. And it doesn't really matter. I was the most proud of the human race and females and males in America. And my Earth and other planets. But it doesn't really matter. It's a good adventure though. Like I said, Nixon or JFK was going to try and make sure that I never had sex ever. Ironic considering that I'm the creator of the female body form. Isn't it ironic? But I got to do other things, like ordering my ships to beach themselves and fire point blank into a group of tanks. I wasn't sure if it actually happened or not. But that's what I ordered. Probably. Don't really care. Wasn't much in it for the blood or the gore. Mostly the only thing that you could tell from all of it was basically I showed a complete and total disregard for property. I had 36 of them. Or at least 10 big, beautiful battleships at my command. We used to use them for Panama, you see. Many old people would tell you, well, we used them for Panama and to break rocks and stuff. Take a shell, slam it into a hillside full of rock. It'll break off quite a bit. Take a mine shaft, fill it full of explosive, and then detonate it. It'll break a lot of rock. Put a nuclear bomb in there, it'll break even more. Does a nice job of fracturing the stone, so you can chip it and mine it. Not exactly sure how much metal you actually get from stone, but depends. Anyway, I don't really care. It's still fun doing it. Like I said, I didn't really care about the Panama Canal. I mean, yes, lots of steel railroads, and number one in steel. Lucifer Star. Lucifer Star Steel. Like I said, a bunch of people who were trying to kill me or chop up my companies were trying to play the stock market. Play the game, Brian. I don't play games. I don't waste my time. Do you know how much my time is worth? No, do you know how much you're boring me? Whatever. I said I didn't mind. 800 galaxies, 12 forms of life, and basically humanity was not going to be the end of me. I was going to build a civilization here. Crack the whip. Like I said, go ahead. Lock me up in a sane asylum. Been trying to do it since I was 12 or 9. All they wanted from me was to invent or create or set down that the American government would exist. And then they wanted to try and weasel their way in to my White House and my government and take it over. So since it was very well known that you were trying to do it and lobotomize me and all that other stuff since I was 9, I don't really care. And because of this fact, I lived 100 trillion years or more. As people were going to make sure I lived some existence or something. As they didn't think it was fair or right, considering. What would Brian ever do? Well, my name is Lucifer Star, and I may have told some exoskeletons that they could go ahead and torture the human race for what the human race had done to them. Like I said, it got to about 500 million or something like that, and I was like, no. There can't be that many people that are responsible for this problem. I'll only let you torture the shit out of 1,000 or so. I didn't care. Like I said, if you go back long enough, far enough, basically in existence and creators, we are gods. I am. Just like a god. We are gods. We are capable of doing almost anything. Or we were. I was. Only thing of what I wanted to do was build. I very much enjoyed it. So I built lots of things. I wanted to understand the universe, and I did. Like I said, that's why they say Lucifer the morning light. Both in knowledge and literal. I don't care. Like I said, when you're building a star, you don't really do it alone or by yourself. There's a lot of things that go into it. So many other people would come along saying, like Mr. Brown and Mr. Black, saying how they create and build stars. Not in the same way I do. I say I wish I had still had my armies and glory. Doesn't really matter though. There'll only be more innocent people dying. Yes, you will say I'm possessed or whatever, or some rational excuse. Doesn't really matter. I said I also met a serial killer at one point in time. I was like, no, please don't help me. I'm fine without it. It's kind of funny though. Even serial killers and killers have kids. Well, maybe not that one. It's a funny thing being the actual creator. Yes, yes, God, immortal, blah, blah, blah. So what? Still couldn't get a date. As everyone was going, stay away from him, stay away from him. Why? Because Nixon JFK told you to do it? I don't care. I still had a wonderful existence.